All right, welcome to this weekend market analysis. Well, last week was not only interesting, but it was a profitable trading week. Remember, in the last weekend market analysis, I did advise you to take that market analysis seriously because they were high quality type of price action to give us very good profits out of the market. All right, the technical analysis oftentimes tends to predict the fundamental outcome of any fundamental event. All right, the coronavirus fears gave some sort of global market catastrophe, and we saw the technical picture predicting such market volatility for last week. And of course, we did made a lot of profits from the market as we took a lot of those trades. Okay. All right, before we conduct our analysis, let's just quickly review some of those trades that we took last week. All right, some of the signals that we are giving to members of the live trading room. All right, the first one that was given was that from the from the American dollar against Japanese yen. We actually took that trade in the 1 hour time frame, and we made some profits as price kept crashing to the downside. If you have to look into the charts, you will see that it was a good run. In fact, look into the 1 hour time frame, we took the trade somewhere around in here. All right, somewhere around in here, and you can see how price just kept pushing to the downside. It was a nice fall for us. All right, so we made some high profit right there, some very good profit from the chart. All right, another one that we took was the sterling pounds against the Swiss franc. We took that trade in the 4 hours time frame. Actually, this rising trend line was broken. You can see the breakout, and price made some pullback to test the trend line. From there on, we triggered our entry, looking for short opportunities, looking for nice sell-off from that point, and indeed it played out. All right, if you look into the chart, the sterling pounds against the Swiss franc, you will see that in the 4 hours time frame. Let me see if I can still get that. All right, so this was the chart. That was the line I was talking about. Okay, that was the levels, the bounces right there. That was the breakout I did mention. Then the pullback, we took the trade right here. It was there for some time, and then we saw price move in our direction in very nice profit. That was a good one. We hope to see more of this. Okay. All right, I think we took another trade. Sorry, I'm wasting your time. I'm just going to review this last one. Or okay, the American dollar against the Swiss franc. We also took this one. The signal was sent to members of the live trading room. It was a direct sell entry at this level. This was the stop loss. We usually keep our profit target open in case we have heavy pushes in our direction. We took the trade right here. Okay, in fact, I had analyzed this pair over and over. As price made the pullback to that area, we took the trade. You can see the outcome in the charts, the American dollar against the Swiss franc. In the daily time frame, you can see how price we took the trade somewhere in here. Okay, and you can see how price just kept pushing from that level on to the downside. That was a nice trade for us. Okay. All right, okay, just one more. Let me see if I can. We took another trade. All right, the sterling pounds against the Japanese yen. We took a trade in this pair. This was the 1 hour time frame. We actually nailed it right here, and we were actually looking for pushes to downside. Let's see the outcome. Let's see what actually happened in this case. Sterling pounds against Japanese yen. All right, that's it. 1 hour time frame. Good. We took the trade somewhere in here, if you remember, somewhere around in here. Okay, you can see how price just kept pushing to the downside in good momentum. Even when we cashed out our profits, price just maintained the pushes to the downside. It was a nice trade. In fact, last week was a heavily profitable trading week for us. Okay. All right, sorry for wasting your time. Let's now move into the Forex Factory economical calendar to see those high impact news announcements that are scheduled for this upcoming trading week. As you can see, we have a bit of a busy economical calendar for this trading week, which is a good thing that I also wanted to see. I'd like to see a very busy trading week, and so we can catch plenty of those trading opportunities. In all of these high impact news announcements, all of those in red, you want to pay attention to them. Make sure you don't trade. You are not caught up in the news release hours. You want to give special attention to interest rate announcement. We have that coming from the Australian dollar. All right, interest rate. You have another one coming from the Canadian dollar interest rate. Then you have the NFP, which should affect the Canadian dollar and the American dollar on Friday. All right, so these are special, very special high impact news announcements. On Tuesday, interest rate for the Australian dollar. On Wednesday, interest rate for the Canadian dollar. On Friday, we have the NFP, the employment data for both the Canadian dollar and sorry about that, for the Canadian dollar and the American dollar. All right, so it's going to be a volatile trading week, a lively one. Remember also that the month has just started, so it's the beginning of the month. We should see some lively price action. All right, let's move into the charts right now, review a few pairs, and also mention our directional biases for these pairs. The first one is this sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar. The sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar. It is the end of the month. Let's now look into the monthly time frame. As you can see here, price came down, all right, nicely. Then it has now entered into a range, a sideways price behavior, and right now price is trading around an area that has been holding price as resistance. And so this is not an area you want to hit on your buy button. At best, you want to begin to search for short opportunities. And so we are bearish here. We'll keep searching for short entries until we find them. Okay. In the daily time frame, well, price is still looking to the downside. We are going to be looking for possible entries in the sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar. We'll only be interested in short opportunities. We are not interested in going long in the sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar. All right. If you are also looking to the if you apply the inside oracle indicator, which is a special professional indicator, you will see that in the weekly time frame, the indicator had forecasted a nice fall. All right, you can see that it has forecasted, predicted that this pair is going to push to the downside for at least, for those of you who have this indicator, for at least 600 and okay, for at least 700, oh sorry, 1,433 pips, 1,433 pips in the next 20 bars. All right, that's the prediction. Well, it may not be accurate, but then let's just hope it is comparing previous price action from the 11th of September 2016 to the 25th of March 2018. This was the price action that we had for that date, and you know price action is usually repetitive. Okay, so it is comparing this price action and now to predict what is going to happen in the future. It says the indicator is telling you that what we have in here is almost similar to what happened between this date on the 11th of September 2016 to the 25th of March 2018. And so the outcome of that price action was a push to the downside. And so for us in the weekly time frame, we'll be looking for pushes to the downside to reflect this outcome. All right. All right, let's take out that indicator, powerful indicator. We hope we are going to get the entries. All right, the next one is the sterling pounds against the Japanese yen in the